So speaking of talking, Miss Nikki, you have a new podcast.
I do have a new podcast. I do. I have I am a life coach, and I do a podcast called Live, Love, Lux, Manifesting the Life Unlimited. And I've been doing it. I'm available on most places where you listen to podcasts. You just type in Live, Love, Lux. There I am. But it is about law of attraction and life coaching. And so I give out tips, tricks, and techniques on how to use the law of attraction to attract and manifest the life that you want. I specifically focus on like creative entrepreneurship, turning your life into being able to make a living from what you're passionate about. But I talk about everyday things like, getting your ex-boyfriend back, manifesting money. Let's see. Those are the top two. It's funny. Those are the top two things people want to know about: how to get somebody back and how to make some money. And everything else nobody cares about. That's it. Boyfriend back and make some money. So, manifestation, the law of attraction can help. And if it doesn't help, it helps you figure out your identity enough that maybe some of the things that you wanted in the past are not the things that you want to necessarily focus on in the future. But it's interesting. I mean, I'm enjoying it. So I usually do every day, but this week I was busy, so I wasn't able to only did one show this week. But I try to podcast at least 10 minutes every day just to try motivation, tips, tricks, techniques, whatever's going on, whatever revelation I've had about something, I share. But yeah, Live, Love, Lux, Manifesting the Life Unlimited. That's me. So go check it out. I have on Facebook. I do 60-second clips so people get an idea of what it sounds like. So you don't have to commit to the full 10 minutes. But Live, Love, Lux. That's it.
All right, and we'll have a link in our description.
There you go.
Yeah, you'll be able to go ahead and follow. I will say 10 minutes. It's actually really nice as I've been listening, and I like listening while I'm at the gym.
Oh, cool. Okay.
It's something I've been listening to while I'm at the gym. So I'm on the machines and I'm listening to you talk about what I'm going to manifest. I'm going to take these pounds off. That's right. Okay. But 10 minutes, I like the 10-minute format because it's really, it's about self-improvement and manifesting. And, sometimes you don't have to talk about that for like 3 hours.
Oh, no.
You just, just hearing it, and then you can, it's really, I like that it's enough to take your attention, because we know everyone's attention span these days. Yeah. So I really, really like it. And I've been listening myself. That's like I said, I do it right at the gym. I put it right on in because I was like, oh, I can listen to it now. And it's actually good because I'm like, okay, I'll use it on. I was using it on the machine that I hate the most.
Oh, good.
But the machines that you're like, I don't like this machine, but I gotta use it. Yeah. So I'm listening and exercising. So I'm not real. I mean, I realize I'm exercising, but because I'm more intent on listening to what you're talking about, I don't feel the whole pain of working out.
It's his past and you've been on the machine the whole time.
Exactly. And I'm like, well, I've been on this machine for 10 minutes because, I'm really on and off. Like, oh, did my rep of 5, be good. But this time I can do like 5 reps of 5 while I'm listening. So that's actually what I've been doing. I have been putting it on, like, oh, let me put on her podcast right now. I don't like this machine. That and the ad machine. So for trying to get my workout in and manifesting, we're going to take these pounds off.
See, look, I'm just trying to get to the gym. I got to get to the gym. I got to get out the house and to the gym. I got the membership, but I got to get there. This was the week too. I was going to
Well, it's funny because one of the things it's funny that I do in my business, my whole calendar is planned.
Okay.
So being that I have the cleaning business, I have the online selling business. So we're not just selling on eBay, by the way. It sounds like we do, but I feel like eBay is where we do the most work. But you know, we do Amazon. I do a whole bunch of other apps and things like that. Then I also have the Resellqueen YouTube series, and I also rebranded another podcast that I do, Brown and Money.
Yeah.
So I have like my whole day planned out, and so on purpose, I have like the first thing that I always do on certain days is work out at the gym, exercise, and eat breakfast is what I have.
Okay.
And I have it that way on purpose because then that way it pops up on my phone as a notification. I can't act like I don't have the time.
Yes.
I've already planned it out.
Yeah.
It's already scheduled. And, you know, this membership, you know, it's not like it's only $10 because we don't got the $10 membership where I live. Okay. Okay. So I'm paying.
I have moved up to the $20 membership because I want to use the massage machine. Okay.
I missed that because we don't got that where I go because I'm in the country. So in the country, we don't have the big fitness places. I'm actually going to our local Y.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And so I'm always in there with the silver sneakers.
Okay.
So, which actually I prefer. I like them. You know, they're in there doing their stuff, you know, to stay healthy. They're not in there acting a fool on the weights, and you know, they're not, you know, coming out all move out the way, you know, that's my machine. You know, we don't have none of that, you know. And I only go in the morning because for me, I got to get it done. Because if I say I'm going to do it in the afternoon, like I think I had it in my schedule one time at like 12, and I was like, this isn't going to work.
Right.
Because I'm starting to work on something, then I get a phone call. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. So I got to do it in the morning. I put it on my schedule, and it gets done. That's what we're doing. So. So, Live, Love, Lux. That is the name of Nikki's new podcast. We will have a link to it in the description.
Yes, come listen.
Listen.
But I wanted to point out that what I noticed with your podcast, Brown and Money, that the people that you talk about, then movies are made about them. I just saw they're doing a movie on that TJ Walker coming out soon. And I'm like, I feel like maybe you are giving them ideas and then they're putting out the movies because you was talking about her before the movie was even like it's a trailer. This is like, you know, so yeah.
Well, when I did Brown and Money, it's funny. I thought Brown and Money really kind of just started out as something that I did as a hobby. Being that I'm in business, I kind of just one day was like, how did the people that were Black in the 20s and the 30s end up with money and do business? How did this happen? And so I just started looking up different business owners, names that I knew, certain names I came across, which like the episode that just dropped, that was a name I came across by researching Madam C.J. Walker.
Yeah.
And she has a real interesting story. So it's funny. I kind of took something that I was like, all right, what marketing did they do? All right, obviously they did print, you know, but what else did they do? You know, like I was looking, like for instance, like Annie Malone, she gave her product out for free in the beginning.
Okay.
She got you hooked, so you had to come buy some more.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you think about it, we do that now. When you go to a department store, aren't they always throwing out some free samples?
Yeah.
All the time. And I'll take them and I will hold on to that sample. And if I like it, I will hold on to the sample so I can keep the name or whatever.
Me too.
And then I'll go online and get it if I liked it.
Yes. Yeah.
You know?
did an experiment one time where I started with every order that I shipped out, I started offering free samples. It's just things that I picked based off of my sales increased because with giving that sample, people got to smell it and they were like, oh, I love what you sent me. And then they put an order in for that. And I'm like, okay, so that works. And the cost of it, I mean, if you do your numbers right, the cost of it shouldn't kill you. You know what I mean? But
Right.
yeah, that's free sampling is gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and it's funny, a lot of the same stuff they did, we're still doing today.
Yeah.
We just might be doing it in a different format, but especially it's the one that we just dropped. I think, we just dropped Annie Malone because I have like probably done like 5 of these already because I'm doing it as YouTube and as a podcast.
Right.
So Annie Malone, she's still beloved in St. Louis. Like they still have a parade and everything for her because she gave so much money.
Now, do they got a movie coming out for her soon?
Well, it's funny. I was reading up on the movie. They do have a character based off of her, but they're not using her name.
Okay.
And so when I read up, because I wanted to see, what the movie was going to talk, what it was going to talk about, because I believe it's on Netflix. I think I should know this. I tweeted it out, but I was reading over it, and they do have a character that I believe is based off of Annie Malone, but they're not using her name. I think they're using her initials, not her name.
Okay.
Which they normally do, in these Hollywood productions, so that they don't, have to compensate anybody.
So they don't have to write the family a check, right?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So, but yeah, those are our labors of love that we provide, and if you have a labor of love, go talk about it. Go do it. Everything isn't about money.
No.
I know we talk about getting money, but because of the other businesses that I have, that actually funds the things that I really, really like.
Yes.
Like I like taking the time to research history about different entrepreneurs to learn about their life. I actually do the research. I don't pay anybody. So, which you can do. Like sometimes I do have like my assistant. He has looked up a few things for me where I'm like, okay, check this out, because that's another thing with it being so old, so long ago that these things happen. There are different versions on different places. Like they might have birthdays wrong. They might have the date of death wrong. And you have to decide which place you're going to go from. So normally if a book is published, I always go from that. Or if there's something that's from something that's inspired for that person, then to me, I feel like they have it right.
Yeah.
Wikipedia is not always right.
No.
Yeah. So those are our labor of loves. So,